I wanted to get your girl's take. There's a lot of hate going around right now, a lot of it, and mostly from women about my new favorite product, the Sydney Sweeney Bathwater soap.
Is
To
this
me,
real or is this AI?
it's absolutely
It's
real.
actually real.
It's actually real. I've signed up to be one of 100 lucky winners of one of these bars. If I get it, I will display it on the set.
Jeremy,
I will
you're
not-
married. I'm disappointed.
Oh no, I told my wife I was absolutely doing it. Like,
As long as she knows. As long as she knows.
yeah, it's not like I'm gonna, it's just for the meme. But she's like, the interesting part about this, I mean, they're selling 5,000 bars for $8 each, so it's not even like it's just a marketing stunt. Sydney Sweeney clearly knows, she survives on her feminine wiles. I actually don't see any problem with this at all. You can call it cringe if you want, but it's pissing off the right people.
I think it's
woke
degenerate.
That's fine. I'm not saying it's like a good business model.
I think conservatives should be the ones standing up against this, if anything, because it's like, I don't understand why the woke liberals would be standing against this one. This is fully what they advocate for, but I guess because she's rich, it doesn't count. But
They're calling her mega because she's doing this.
That is just so weird how the horseshoe theory is so real, because it's like, if this were some random 18-year-old girl who got groomed into this and did this independently on her OnlyFans page, they would be praising her for it.
Yeah.
But because a celebrity is doing it now, they're calling her MAGA. This is not MAGA or conservative principles at all. This is degeneracy. And it's stuff like this is part of the slippery slope. It's porn. It's this kind of stuff that is the slippery slope that got us into the LGBT stuff and all of the degeneracy that was, because it always gets more and more perverted and worse. This is gross. Obviously, I get there's a meme level to it that can be kind of funny, but I think ultimately it's just nah.
Well, I mean,
they're
go
always
ahead.
trying to look for an excuse to call her MAGA, though. I generally agree with Melonie. Like, it's degenerate, and I don't really get like why she.
I'm not
needs
saying
to
I want
do
my
this.
daughter to do it. I'm just saying it's
Right, exactly. If you wouldn't want your daughter to do it, then you shouldn't be advocating for anybody doing it.
Ooh,
fair, but I'm not advocating for her to do it. I'm just saying that the woke left is upset. And like,
Good.
I
Finally,
think
they're
that's
upset
funny.
about something that they should be. Maybe maybe they'll get some morals. Maybe this is a first step.
Yeah, I mean, it's not though, because they think that it's like she's only doing it for attention, and she's doing it. She's
Well, she
secretly
is. This is
mega.
what all of these prostitutes do. All
That's
these like
true.
internet prostitutes and stuff. You want to act like you're feminizing so hard, but it's like in reality, all you're doing is appealing to perverted men. Like, it's like you're not winning. You're not doing. This isn't a female power move. It's a pathetic and degrading thing that you're doing for perverts.
Fine, I'll
Yeah,
cancel
and also
my
you're
pre-order.
kind of like
There we go.
dunking on the perverts, right? Like she thinks she's like, oh haha, all these men will buy this thing, but actually like you're gonna keep that money and spend it. So
I
you
don't
rely
think it's
on them?
actually
It's
about
a weird
making.
ecosystem.
I don't think the soap is meant to make money. It's a brand awareness thing. Like,
What
Yeah.
brand?
you don't make 5,000
Sasquatch.
and they're selling it for $8. That's only 40 grand.
It's just
Like,
it's a
that's-
marketing thing, is
right,
what it
it's
is.
But
just
then what is
marketing.
she getting out of this? Like, is she a majority
paid-
stakeholder
she got
in
paid-
Sasquatch?
She probably
She
got
got
paid
paid-
like $1 million or
Yes.
something.
She got paid
So
way more than they'll ever make selling the soap.
Right. Yep.
You know,
all
that's what
marketing.
this is. Yeah.
That's so weird. I don't know. It's kind of weird to me that she agreed to it at all.
Well,
Being
she's a
like,
prostitute. Like, this is she takes her clothes off in movies for a living. Like, this is all her brand. This is how she's making money. She's fully leaning into it.
She takes her clothes off to movies. Which ones?
I don't know, but
Somebody has to know for market research purposes.
And at what
But-
specific timestamps? Yes.
she is a prostitute. She is on the, but because she's famous and because a movie production produces it, then people think that it's different, but it's not. It's prostitution. You're taking your clothes off for money. You're a prostitute.
So, and you were consistent on that when the cringe-servative calendar came out, right?
Exactly.
I feel like you were.
I was against that calendar. I was,
Yeah.
and I got a lot of pushback on that. But it's just like, no, if you're selling something off of the basis of lust, then yeah, that's degenerate. It's not going to help our country. It's not owning the libs. I think some people think that if the libs get mad at something, then we win, but that's not always the case. It's like,
You're
if
ruining it
you
for
can't
me,
fight
Melanie.
degeneracy with more degeneracy. You see the same thing in the
Fine.
gaming industry, where they're like, "Oh, hey guys, we win because this stupid game,
Coomergate, yeah.
this stupid Coomer game has women twerking in thongs. We win, guys. We own the libs." It's like, no, you don't own the libs by fighting degeneracy with more degeneracy. Be for real.
Well, and you
Fine.
wouldn't use degeneracy if they put, stars and stripes on it. I think that's sort of
Exactly. It's just like, oh, we're going to sell this calendar to married men and to make them lust over these girls in bikinis, but they're wearing MAGA hats.
got him.
I'm already dead. I'm already dead. God, I'm dead already. Why bury me twice?
I like Jeremy doesn't always tell us what we're talking about beforehand, and so I like that he opened this being like, "We're gonna have a great discussion," and it's just his own execution right now.
No, I knew what Melanie was going to say. I thought you were going to be a big fan of the Santa Claire.
Why?
No, I'm kidding. I didn't think you were going to be a fan. It's just in the news. I thought the reaction was funny. I'm not saying I want people to go out and do it. I'm not saying, but I think the reaction is funny. They've been trying to pin her as like a conservative for forever.
Because her family is conservative and like promotes MAGA stuff, which is hilarious.
Well, they wore red hats that said "Make 60 Great Again" at her mom's 60th birthday party. Mm-hmm. It wasn't even like, it wasn't even
it's not even like Chappell Roan, who is related to like a Republican who is like in state office in Missouri or something.
Well, that's the thing. I don't care if she started posting pictures in MAGA hats. It doesn't make a difference that she's a prostitute, and we shouldn't be embracing prostitutes in the movement. Like, period. We should say, "Hey, girl, put some clothes on. Stop degrading yourself. Do you have talent? Can we see that? You can be beautiful, and we can admire your beauty, but you don't have to be a whore."
I actually don't think she's very talented, is she?
No.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I think it's kind of interesting because like she's like done the Euphoria or whatever. And then it seemed like for a second she was trying to pivot into being like a more serious actress. Like I think she was like a nun in some movie.
She did that movie Immaculate, which was like a nun horror film or something.
And
I never saw it.
Immediate pivot back to being like, "Oh, I'll do this kind of stuff." You know what I mean? Like
right.
It's like, how they have like the kids channels, like Miley Cyrus was like this, like they're squeaky clean, and then they go through like a degenerate raunchy partying phase, and people are like, they're trying to distance themselves from Disney. Like it's like she was sort of doing that for a second, and then she was like, nah, no pivot, more money in this stuff.
Let's be honest. I mean, nobody's
people got to be consistent. If you're going to be simping for Sydney Sweeney's prostitution, then I don't want to see people speaking against OnlyFans and this and that. If you're still going to simp for it, like, be consistent.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Fair. That's fair. I feel like I'm feeling attacked, ladies. But I want to be clear.
I'm not a safe space,
I'm not telling people to go buy it. I just think it's funny how many white liberal women are melting down about it.
It is funny. It's a double standard though on
They're
their part.
You're one of the most promising young actresses of your generation. Act like it. And this is from a shipper account. It's literally a Stan shipper account.
But they were cool with, what was that movie, Honora, winning all those awards? It's
right, exactly. So they have double standards on this for sure. But this is what happens when you don't have a moral foundation and you're just winging it and you're just going with what you feel, because it's like, oh, wait a minute. Yeah, I don't like it with these transgender porn stuff all over the woke side, but make it a blonde girl with huge tits porn. Yeah, I'm good with that. I was like, well, be consistent, or if you're just gonna go by what you like, you can't expect the whole world to follow your personal morals and what you like and what you don't like. This is why we need the Bible, because the Bible is our foundation, because our own personal opinions on what we like or what we don't like, there's no foundation there, and the heart is deceitful. So we can't trust our own feelings. We need God, and God knows best.
I should have saved this for Testrocast.
But you didn't, and that's fascinating. You want to bring this to these two girls. It means in the back of your mind, you know you wanted to hear what Melonie is saying.
I know. I needed her to put me back on the right path.